Alright. What's up, guys? Hello. Testing. There we go. Alright, guys, I'm gonna keep the lights off. Yesterday, I almost had my eyes were just like killing me yesterday. And I have no idea why my eyes were killing me. So we're gonna keep the lights off today. Maybe let some natural light in, possibly. That's better. Just a little bit of natural light, just for the eyes. But yesterday was brutal. I don't know what the fuck was happening. I had an allergic reaction. Shit was rough. Alright, so let's get into it. Today we'll do some live trading. Haven't done my levels just yet, but it'll only take me a second. Ah, there we go. Alrighty. Alright guys, so the levels today on MNQ. Remember what we talked about? We want to make sure that it's within a nice range. We don't want to over pressure ourselves in making a trade that is in between the hoe zone, which is not going to give us any sort of confidence getting inside of a trade. We want to make the right decisions here, as it's important when making successful trades in the market. I would rather be late to the party than giving money to the market makers because I'm impatient and making a decision inside of the markets. Where's Discord? Why isn't it popping up? Interesting. Okay. That's nice. Take a look at that later. Okay, so this will be our 2 levels. This will be switched into a support. Pretty simple. This will be a resistance. Where is my box of toys, of tools? Where is it? It's gotta be here somewhere. Is it up here? Alright, we don't trade the first candle. That's what's known as the hoe zone for right now on MNQ. I would not be looking to go long or short anywhere between those 2 levels today. I just want to be completely sure with my trades. This gives me a really good plan. No fluff. Mez. See that Mez played really nicely into our trade the other day. Came over, but then flushed. Overall trend on Mez is sideways, just slightly breaking over those long levels. I mean, it's not really too impressive, guys. A lot of this is choppy. You're gonna get caught in a lot of bad price action when trading Mez. Look how the box just chops at the top over here. So this is important to look at when making levels inside of the market. This is not really what you would want to trade. You would want really nice elongated patterns. There's obviously a point of exhaustion right here at this level right now. And then another really strong exhaustion area right here down on the support. So there really isn't that much headway to make money on the up or down here. It's quick radical movements that happen very quickly that really no trader is going to want to make their money here. If you do, you're an insane asylum person. You belong in a mental hospital. I see that we almost kind of regressed completely on ETH. It's scraping the bottom of my stop loss right now. Almost stopped me out a couple of times. Interesting. Haven't been stopped out just yet. Gold. Let's see what's happening with gold. Slightly above the long levels on gold. Last night I did take a positional trade on gold. It pulled back to 5,017. I took longs on it. I took a little profit, not too much. Pretty proud of it. Got about like $200 or $100 to show for it. That's fine. I'm cool with showing up to the market, making a little bit of money each and every day. I don't have to make the whole pie, but you know, making a little bit of money is what we do this for. So let's see something. There we go. Pull the Discord for the boys. All right, so XAU, let's see. regression trend, hovering between the 0.5, 0.168 level. Now I'm forming a double high, double top here. Unless we break the 618 level, I'm not interested in getting long. If we break the 618 level, I would probably be more interested in getting long here. And then let's say the 0.5 level down here for shorts. Okay, let's take this away right here. So now we have our two levels on silver. This is a better level, to be honest with you. There you go. Looks like all 8 tech stocks right now are pointing bearish. So this might be a bearish day. We're approaching that entry level for MNQ. I'm gonna have my shorts ready here. I'm gonna watch this like a hawk. About to get stopped out. Waiting for the close. This is why I wait for the close. Look at that retrace on the 1 minute. Pulling all the way back up there. We're still 20 points underneath the what was that? That's 50 points underneath our level. I would not be fighting trend here on MNQ, so trend is pointing down. I wonder why my computer is lagging a bit. There we go. Much better. Just for reference, shit, it's not supposed to be opened. Just for reference here, all 8 tech stocks right now are pointing bearish. The only one that's not right now is Tesla. Apple is pointing kind of a little bit sideways, more than bearish. So we're not going to be looking to go long unless these tech stocks tell us a slightly different story, which they are not. I just don't like how it's pulling back. I don't like this candle and how it's looking. It's kind of pointing into a point of exhaustion and a zone of support on MNQ. We already pulled back into our entries. Sometimes what ends up happening is we pull back into these entry zones to retake the short, right? So now we pulled back into the entry zone. We're now back into the hoe zone on MNQ. There is no reason why we would be taking this trade. Truth to God. There is no reason why we would be taking this trade. It's still chopping. It's not showing any signs of Crypto's coming down as well. I'm liking these shorts. We're approaching the entry level. I'm going to set a 50-point move down.
Filled.
I'll take the entry. I'm going to watch and wait for the follow through. If not, I'm going to exit quickly. The 5-minute window or the 15-minute window is over, so pushing down. Really battling that entry point. We want to see a follow through. Staying patient here. That's what it's about, just staying patient. In the green now. Don't love that close, to be completely honest with you guys.
Filled.
Stay patient. I'm going to exit this trade only because it's chopping a little bit sideways here. Personally, I just don't like the way it's chopping there. You can stay in the trade. That's 30 points. There you go. That's 30 points right there. Exited just a tad bit early. I was in the profit. I was almost $170 in the profit. So I could take my money. $170 is money that I spent yesterday. Remember, I made $120 yesterday on trading gold. Now this morning I made another $170. That's $300 in the bag for me, right? So I'm almost at a $500 day. I can live to trade a different day. I said to stay patient here. We're now back at the entry and the break even of our trade. There's no reason to exit because the tech stocks are all pointing down. I just don't like the way that Microsoft reversed, right? So Microsoft is now coming up. Amazon is presenting another blue candle or another green candle coming in. So it's showing signs of slowing down. Apple is still pointing down. Meta is still pointing down. AVGO is still pointing down. Nvidia, the big tech stock, is still pointing down. And right there, that's our 50 points for the day. Nice and easy. Walked you guys through that trade. That was a nice and easy trade. I did not make anything up. I did not add any of my spice to it. I just stepped out of the trade. I did not like the way that it was trading, but if you stayed patient inside of that trade, that's 50 points for you guys right there. So that's a nice $500 play. So we woke up. I woke up a little bit late. I decided, you know what, I'll just do some live trading with you guys this morning. Yesterday my eyes were killing me. I had a really bad allergic reaction to something that I had done inside of my morning routine. I couldn't barely open my eyes, man. It was so painful to just to blink. Today we stepped on the live trading session. We entered our shorts at 25,296. We are targeting a 50-point move inside of the market. The market was able to give us a nice drop. I would not be going long or looking for a reversal right now. We're underneath the VWAP. We're underneath the EMAs. We talked about this. This is a solid play for us, right? Very, very solid play. We don't need to rush or risk too much inside of the markets. All we need to do is find our trades every single day. Look at that. It completely reversed on us right now. So if you're in that trade, that's why it's so important to take the 50 points and get out. It's chop city right now. Chop city. So now your green position is now red. And I can't tell you where to buy or to sell, but did I say before I exited this position? I don't know. I don't really like how the market is chopping right now. I took my profit. I didn't even go through full 50 points. I should have, but something inside of me was telling, hey, Armand, from experience, I would rather take my money, and a 1 in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. Very, very simple process in the game. It's only 20 minutes. I've made what most of you guys have made. Most of you guys will make an entire day of working, and now I can go and play my video games, hang out with my dog, talk to my wife in 30 minutes of the day. Am I going to look for another trade? I could 100% sit here. This might be even a retrace back into the zone to see if it can test the support level again. See, this is what market makers probably want to see happen, right? On these candles, on the 5-minute candle, do you see how the 5-minute is now closing inside the section of the hose zone again? So that means that the selling pressure from the bears stepped in, but it was not as strong as the pressure that the bulls put back into the markets, pushing price back into the hose zone. This is why it's very, very important to not have a critical bias in the market. Your best friend in the market right now, especially in these times of uncertainty, is just trading what you see on the charts. It's not that difficult. It really is a very simple process when it comes down to trading every single day. If you don't feel comfortable in your trades, then that's okay. You need to just size down and take less trades. You know, come to the point in sections inside of the market where, okay, I'm only going to make one really good trade in the markets every day. And my one good trade comes from a place where I study the markets, I study the charts, I make sure that this is the best trade that I could make for myself, and then I take the trade. That's it. I take the trade and I move on because it's not important for me to be right or wrong. I just want to make the best trade possible. And in this case and scenario, look, we have now price action is pushing back above the 9 EMA. Does that make any sense to you guys? No, especially when tech stocks were all pointing down. Look, let's take a look at the tech stocks right now so you guys can see exactly what's going on. I probably got stopped out of my trade here. I got stopped out of my trade on ETH. Tech stocks were pointing all down, 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 down. And then suddenly a liquidity starts to come inside of the markets and pushing it back up. That's the definition of what we call chop. Textbook definition. We stay away from markets like this because it's just fruitless for us to be able to force a position inside of the market that does not bear us fruit. That is why it's important to show up every single day inside of the market, but it's not important every single day to make a trade. Let's see what silver is doing. I'm curious. So we have shorts below this level on silver, longs above this level. I kind of like it. We squeezed this in a little bit better. 70 points, still a lot of movement. Let's take a look on the larger time frame. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Maybe squeeze it in just a little bit more right there. Those will be our levels on silver today. Man, I don't know where my box is. That's crazy. I gotta pee though. I'll be right back. All I know. All right. Sorry, I needed to pee super bad. Yeah, even my friends are saying, scratch that. What's happening? We just went from a bearish to bullish flip on the markets. Now we're looking for longs on MNQ rather than shorts. So look at that engulfing though, that bullish engulfing. So this morning, this is why we don't trade the morning volatility. Now it's pointing bullish. Tech stocks are now flipped. This is why it's important to make your money in the morning quickly. The key word is always quickly in the markets, right? You don't want to over leverage yourself in a position where you're going to be ending up losing money because your ego is telling you you need to be right. What did I do? I sold the position nice and quickly. I'll show you guys. There's my buy on gold last night. Bought and sold. I just don't have my positions showing profit here because I never want to see the dollar figure amount, but I can guarantee you that there is a dollar figure amount profit here. Guarantee you. I just don't look at it. I know myself better. Once I start to look at that, I start licking my chops like the devil. So I stay away from looking at the positional or dollar figure amount. I just trade the charts. I just make the best trade the best trade possible every single morning. And at the end of the month, the money just goes to my wife, or it goes to my my mother. I don't even make money, to be honest with you. I'm poor. I have zero money. Zero. It's the way I like it. So if you're coming after me for my money, good luck. I got none. I got zero. That decision was to get taken away from me a long time ago. I like this short on Pippin though. So hard to keep these glasses on, honestly. This is part of my meme reversal strategy here. Alright, let's let that cook. Oversold, overbought meme coins, always good to short. Back to the story. What's going on with MNQ? Are we gonna break out of this area? Still waiting really patiently here for a trade. Yeah. not much going on in the markets. Slow movers. Not a great day to put money in trades. So remember when I said Amazon was reversing, right? Amazon was the first sign that I wanted to get out of that trade after I saw I saw a bullish candle step into it. Now Amazon is leading the recovery right now. Meta's still chopping. Microsoft followed it. That's what was worrisome to me. Amazon and Microsoft, although they're not my favorite companies, they are very, very strong companies in the top 8 tech stocks. So we always have to watch and see what they're doing. Apple is now chopping around the morning highs. So this is just an indication if these three pull on one direction, then we have a completely divided market in the stock market right now. So what we want to do is we want to kind of avoid any sort of chop in the markets by playing our liquidity correctly. Again, inside of this hose zone on MNQ, there really is not too many trades. So I give it probably about another 15-20 more minutes. I'll watch the markets, but I'm not going to live trade anymore. I'll just step to the side and I got to focus on some other stuff. And that's okay too. This is supposed to be a quick and easy way to make money. Not supposed to take our whole day up. Just curious. Was there a reversal sign? Not really. Alright, now we're cracking the top of that resistance level. Oof, with confidence. With conviction. Tech stocks are looking pretty good. Just underneath our entry level. Now over. Kind of interested in seeing what it does here at this level. Seeing if I could have made a better level, to be honest with you. Not too sure. That's looking really bullish. Above the 9, above the 20, above the 50. Above VWAP. This is a very strong bullish price action right now. This morning we were below the VWAP, which would have given us a clear indication of trying to go bearish or trying to go short. But you can see every time that VWAP is broken or traded under, it's just trading along the line of VWAP. No real conviction is held when shorting MNQ right now. So that gives us confidence inside of a trade, better conviction. This morning I made the levels down here to go long or to go short, or yesterday I made the levels to go long or short. We would still be in the long since yesterday, but we're still trading inside of this morning's box. So I don't really love the trade. I lengthened the box just a little bit smaller, kind of give us a better entry and exit point. It's just slightly above that entry, but look how the steam is kind of dying off, right? We're looking right now for some follow through on the tech stocks, where we're not getting right now. Now we have the follow through, the break over. We just started that new candle. So now it's a new 5-minute candle. The 15-minute is somewhere above this box, but we still have a 5-minute close before that 15-minute closes. This could be another fake out, honestly. It's been doing this all day, trading inside of this box, which that looks a lot cleaner to me. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hours it's been trading inside of this box. The volume of this morning couldn't push it outside of this box. We've pushed as far out on the bullish side outside of the box as we pushed the bearish side. It's not a high confidence play for me. Still nothing special. Look how slow it's moving. This is not really how you want to be making your money. Nice and slow moving markets. Some of you maybe want to be making money like this. I don't, personally. I want fast moving markets. Moving right back into the zone. So I might call it a trading day today. We did make a nice 50-point move. Just a little bit under, honestly. This is just trading like a hoe. We just had a flip on all of the tech stocks again. Yeah, that's it. I'm calling it a day for today. No reason to be trading today. This is just bullshit price action. And by bullshit, I mean, like, look at that. We're trading perfect reversals inside of this box right now, as we've been trading for 13 hours plus. So sometimes it's better just to wait. Maybe we'll get a breakout at 10:30. It's only an hour into the market, so I don't know. For me, this doesn't seem like a really nice place to be putting my equity right now, but you know, some of you might need to make a paycheck, and I understand that. I get it. We don't really have any other news that's going inside of the markets today. So all right, guys, that's it for me today. I'm not going to trade this bullshit. This is just bad price action. I know it. You know it. You're going to get faked out. Maybe you want to trade the reversals, but to me, it's not really worth it. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll wake up a little bit earlier. I just needed a little bit of sleep today just because my eyes, having that allergic reaction yesterday was something I just didn't really want to deal with. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember, stay safe in the markets, put your stop losses, and make sure you're taking profit when you have some green.